how much money would you recommend to start trading with? The amount of money that you can afford. Because I will tell you 10K, and then not everyone can, obviously, not everyone has the flexibility at this moment to like fund an account with 20,000, 30,000 rands, because we all come from different backgrounds, which is respective. So I think what you can afford is what you're supposed to start trading with. And don't expect anything from that first trading account. Expect to learn the ways of the market practically. Expect to understand your emotions more and deeper. Expect to understand time management perfectly. Expect to learn how to handle your emotions from the first trading account. Expect to make mistakes and not allow yourself to let yourself down. Expect everything. Expect those mistakes. Expect mixing the wrong methods. Expect everything from the first trading account, but do not expect a withdrawal. Do not expect to make money out of it. Do not expect that first trading account to determine the overall of your success, because trading can change from time to time. You need to be able to expect that trading account to teach you how to adjust with the market, because it's very important to adjust. Guys, I'm throwing flames right now. So yeah, do not expect to make money from the first trading account. Do not ask somebody, unless you are close with a mentor and you're trading with a mentor on a daily basis. And then you can ask, how much would you recommend that I start trading with? But with the brokers we have right now, with the local unregulated brokers, you can obviously start with 100 rand, 1,000 rand, but expect nothing from them. That's what I can tell you. Expect nothing from that. Let that account be the foundation that you lay down, and then once you understand the overall performance, and then you can start looking for funding. You can look for funding from family. You can look for funding. You can save money if you work. You can sell something. You can let go of your car if you want to. It's a risk that you're willing to take, that you obviously calculated. So yeah. So that's what I will speak about. I'm taking someone in now. Let's just see if they have. Okay, this guy declined. But yes, that's the psychology side of trading and how I actually maintain it. Like I say, when you speak about trading psychology, nobody cares. When you speak about how you flip 1,000 rand to 100,000 rand, everybody cares. So this is the small things that you'll see that people are focused on the wrong things. And people are very ignorant, but it's fine. I feel like everyone should, go and learn. Everyone should see for themselves. If you post a video on YouTube talking about psychology, it will probably get like 500 views or 1,000 views. It depends. But if I post that I flipped 200 rand to 100,000 rand, there's going to be 1 million people that are going to view that video, even though it doesn't have information that is very much informative, but I know it's going to get a lot of views. So this shows that, like, choose to be different from the people. Choose to, the people that I just spoke about. Choose to be different. Choose to do things different. Focus on different things. And then you'll stand out. Automatically, when you get paid, you'll get paid differently. Because you do things different. You don't do what everyone else does. Because once you start doing what everyone else does, you're going to look like everyone else. And then you won't stand out. Unless you don't want to stand out. Oof, it's been crazy. I don't know how long have I been on this live. I think it's like, it's been a while. My phone is on 20%, so I can still go. I will be taking down questions like you said. And I appreciate everyone for coming here and watching the live video. It's been very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice, very nice. So yes, guys, I also wanted to mention that the YouTube channel, we're also coming back very soon. We're also coming back with so much content to give to you guys, lifestyle-wise. Since I know a lot of people like lifestyle so much, just for motivational purposes, not pressure. So we're coming back with heat. Khalif is also planning on doing some great stuff. So yeah. If I want lessons about trading psychology only for monthly, how much can you charge me? I haven't taught anyone and charged them when it comes to psychology, but that means once that means once I help you with psychology, it's gonna lead me to obviously like doing a full mentorship with you, a full mental mentorship with you. So I've never really got anyone that approached me with such. So I think you should just DM me and maybe, I don't know, I'll see we'll work something out. Maybe you don't even need to worry about searching your pockets. Other than reading, what's a good starting point when tackling psychology? One thing I realized is that people are different in the market. Some people are more auditory, some people are more visual. So we actually differ with what we prefer and what works for us properly. But YouTube is also a very good thing. Very, if you know how to use it right. YouTube, understanding which people to follow. Like I follow my Lembo, my Greg Sekers, my Anton Trails, my Sean Lees, my FX Cartel, those are the people I follow for psychology. So sometimes I just go back, watch YouTube and see what they do, like on a daily basis. How do they tackle life? How do they tackle trading? So I think auditory, visually, but YouTube reading is what works for me right now, until I'm gonna allow myself to connect with people that are on the same minds, that have the same mindset that I have, and then we can become a community. And then so YouTube, very important. Don't search how much this guy turned in 2 weeks. No, search trading psychology. Or you can DM me, then I can send you the names of the people that I follow. It's free. You don't need to pay for their to follow them on their YouTube channels. That's how I target. Do you trade the whole of December? No, I'm not gonna be trading this December because I'm working on different things. I'm working on my personal the strength, or I'm working personally on myself. Let me not mix it up. The things you guys are about to see, the things that you guys are about to see in 2022. I won't even talk about it. So how has the live video been so so far, guys? Am I giving out the correct information, or I'm just how can one work on becoming profitable and consistent in doing better, also growing? Like I say, you can watch the live video from the beginning and try to like pick something, pick the small things. Even though you can get just 1% better from watching the live video, I mean that's more than enough for me. I'm not expecting to have the best traders after watching this live video or what. No, just that improvement, the room for improvement, and that's all. So yeah, I'm gonna save this live so you guys can go back and watch it. But as long as you guys say it's been nice, informative, and I am proud, I got my 1% for today. I'm gonna get my other 1%, then it makes 2%. No pressure at all. Feel good about myself. So, I see there are no more questions coming in. So I'm gonna go on to the technical side of things. Share with you guys just before I go charge my phone. I do reading, and yep. So, I want to know what pairs are you guys looking at? What pairs would you guys like me to look at? So just where's my there we go. So if anyone want to talk further, like guys, when it comes to psychology, hit me up, man. So those are the pairs that I'm looking at. Oh, never mind NASDAQ. I'm just gonna scratch it out because I was showing someone something. So here's the daily chart of gold of GBPAUD. So GBPAUD, this is the daily chart, by the way. We've been moving in a low structure, creating new lows, swing highs and swing lows. Swing lows, yep. And then now we obviously push into the upside, obviously creating swing highs. We can see that we look very bullish. Now the key level that GBPAUD is currently moving on is 85 flat on the dot. So that level is a very strong key level because it's traded by the banks on GBPAUD. So that means we are still looking bullish because we have a high and then we have swing high, swing high. As we can see, the market is just creating new higher lows and higher highs in a daily chart. And then looking at the weekly chart before we go far, you guys can see for the past 1, 2, 3, let's say maybe 5 months, 6 months, we've been very bullish on GBPAUD except for obviously last month. And then this is the 4-hour chart. I'm just gonna keep it as clean as possible. So for the fact that we went above 85 flat, like I told you guys, this key level is a level that's traded by the banks, and I obviously have a reason of why I said that. So I'm expecting GBPAUD to be bullish, but I'm gonna patiently wait for it to get out of this key level. So we can see our price tested, and then we don't know if we're gonna come back and test here or we're gonna push to the downside. So what I'm gonna do is that if we're gonna continue with the full bullish momentum like we've been doing, I am going to expect GBPAUD to push above 86 flat and then test that, and then we know I am going to be targeting 87,500, which is part of the key levels that I told you guys that are traded by the banks. So that is GBPAUD. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing, because I have the phone on my hand, so I just hope that I'm not disturbing you guys. And now I'm looking at AUDUSD, which you guys can see, just starting from the weekly chart to be specific. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 weeks. AUD has been in a bearish momentum to the downside. So looking at the 4-hour chart, just to be specific, so I always look at the swing highs and swing lows, because that's market structure. We have swing high, swing high, swing high, swing high, swing high here. Now, just because the market broke the trend line doesn't mean that we are now going to the upside. No, for the fact that market structure is still giving us lower lows and lower highs, that means I am going to be looking to go to the downside, unless, as you guys can see over here, we take out the swing high on AUD USD. Once we take it out and test it, then I know we push into 72.5, which is a quarter level that's traded by the banks. So yeah, I think that's my AUD. But for now, AUD USD, just because it broke the trend line for me, doesn't mean that it is bearish. It's still, it is bullish, sorry, for the fact that we didn't take out the swing high here. I'm not gonna look at the market to be bullish right now. That is my opinion. Everyone else have their own opinion. So yeah, for the fact that we also closed on the weekly chart with the bearish engulfing last week, gives me, because we bounced off 70 flat, and 70 flat is obviously rounded off in a digit of 10. So I think we might look bullish, but I said it's December, so markets are crazy. Then I'm looking at gold, and I realize in gold, this is my gold pair, by the way, this is the daily chart. We can see that we have a bullish momentum, and then people came to me and approached me and said, okay, Kat, since we want to look more into the technical side of gold, we can, now the market obviously broke this trend line that it's been holding as a moving support to the upside. And just because we broke this, I'm gonna show you guys something. Just because we broke this trend line here does not mean that gold is actually bearish, because the momentum says we still have the swing highs that we had. I'll just look at the daily chart and be more specific. So this is a high, this is a low, this is a low. So this is actually swing low, swing low. For the fact that we didn't take this one out means that the momentum is still bullish. It's still looking, or it still has the potential to be bullish on gold. So I'm not going to be looking at the market to be going down right now. I'm going to take it very easy, but I might be a little bit aggressive. Don't get that wrong. I might maybe enter, because I see how many times we actually wicked in this area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 times. We can't go above this. I'm gonna go straight onto the 4-hour chart. There's the 4-hour chart on gold. So we see how we were spiking, then we created more like a new low over here. So we pulled back, which is I'm expecting the market to obviously drop maybe to 1750, or I'll look at 1760 on gold. But if we do continue with the momentum to the upside, sorry about that, if we do continue with the momentum to the upside, I think the best time for us to buy gold is if we go above 1810, because yeah, we can see how we consolidating between that area. It's just my own personal preference when it comes to gold. But if anything else comes up, I'll be happy, very happy to change my bias, because like I said, I do not predict where the market to go. I react to where I'm expecting the market to go. Is flat 6%. before I cut everything out. So GBPJPY, GBPJPY, which I haven't been looking at. There is the daily chart of GBPJPY. I'm not gonna go too much into scrolling back and trying to understand what the market has been doing then, because we then trying to understand the momentum that GBPJPY is portraying to us now, right now. So I am looking at that around that 140, let's say 150, as an area of support, because we can tell how many times the market spiked around that area. And then I will also look at 152, because that's the last support we had, 152.5, which is obviously one of the key levels that the banks trade. Now look at 155 flat, somewhere around there, because we can see how the market spiked there. So in the daily chart, I always look at the momentum, like I said. So the momentum on GBPJPY, without looking at the trend line, which, sorry guys, to that, without looking at the trend line, okay, let's just look at it. We can see how price has been just giving us some bearish momentum to the downside in the daily chart. So I think on GBPJPY, it's hard for me to judge right now. But for the fact that market structure is king, as long as the market is giving us lower lows and lower highs in the market, then I know if we go below that 150, I will obviously be looking for GBPJPY maybe to stop by 147.5, because that's the last time price wicked as we look on the left hand side. So just before we had the big push to the upside, we wicked we wicked at that area. So this is GBPJPY. I'm gonna keep it simple and clean for you guys. Now hopping onto the 4-hour chart, trying to understand the entry side of things. I wouldn't say we should enter right now because we're holding a support. Yes, we can see that momentum is looking very bearish. But one thing I can say is that GBPJPY, if we decide, remember, like I said, I react to the market. I don't say that I know where the market is going to go and there's nothing else. No. We might have a big push above 152.5 and test that. Then from 152.5 to 155, that is 250 pips. So that means we can obviously target that just in case we have bearish momentum from this 150 level, because it's a rounded off level, basically psychologically. It's a very strong key level. And then if we do decide to come low and then create a new low and then push back, then I know that we might be coming to 147.5. because that's part of the market structure. So look at the weekly chart as well. I mean, guys, you guys can see chart work is extremely clean. So sure, I'm not buying or I don't know what I'm looking for. So in the weekly chart, we've been having very bearish momentum for the past how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, close to 10 weeks. We've been having a bearish momentum when it comes to GBPJPY, and then I don't see any sign of a bullish engulfing or whatsoever. So I don't think we might pull back. I think we might maybe come create a new low and then pull back and then drop straight to 157.5, 147.5. Then I know if we do break 147.5 for long-term perspective, we will obviously look at 150. We'll obviously look at 145 by looking at the left-hand side. Yeah, I think we'd look at 145. That's where GBPJPY I expect for there to be momentum when we get to that key level. Ooh. Guys.